Go home, Marcus, he says.
What do you know about me? You spoke of my past, being chased by wolves. I told no one about that. Almost no one. But I certainly didn't share that with you.
There is nothing I can tell you that you do not already know yourself. They trained you well, trained you hard. Chiseled away any part of you that did not fit their plan. They made you forget.
I chose to do that. For the mission to protect Shah's...
Secrets. Yes, yes, that is an old song, girl. Your goddess cares more for her precious secrets than she does her devotees.
Get to the point.
When you freed me, you severed a bond between me and that dog, Thorm. A bond of pain. His, inflicted on me. When I laid eyes on you, I sensed a similar bond. You, tethered to two others. Someplace distant. Let me help you remember.
You feel Shadowheart's mind tug at the edges of your own. You know this sensation. She wants you. Your mind joins with Shadowheart's. Something pulls at you both, bringing you elsewhere.
What? Who was that man?
You already know. Did you not see yourself in him? Do you not recognize your own blood?
My father. That was him.
That is him. He lives still. And your mother, too.
No. It can't be. I'm an orphan.
And who told you that? Your adoptive family? You are not to blame. You were young, impressionable. They took you because they wanted to break and remake you. But you are a child no longer. You are a woman. One who knows what must be done.
My parents. I need to save them.
Your parents are with your abductors. You will need to return to their lair. But be warned. You may have once thought of them as comrades, mentors, friends, even lovers. They will all be enemies now. You have been forewarned for what is to come, but not yet forearmed. I was able to retrieve it before it sank too far into Shah's umbral domain. Shah is quick to discard whatever she has no use for. I think you know that well enough, but I felt it call to me as I took flight. Whatever Shah calls her own, Selûne has equal claim to. They are one and the same. Their power is matched and mirrored. Take it. You will find it useful. What you do with it, that will be up to you. Same as before.
I'll need
A debt repaid. Shah torments you still. See that your parents' sacrifices are not in vain.
Let's get on with it.
Well.
Where am I needed?
Action, not reaction.
time to waste.
Still alive. So that's progress.
These lands will soon be free. If I was a bard, I might be tempted to draw comparisons between nature and myself, both shaking off Shah. But luckily for you, I'm no bard. Fine. What's on your mind? No notes. Considering all we've been through, I think I was very lucky to find such favor. Of course. Relieved, terrified, sick to my stomach. I can't keep my feelings straight ever since I spared Nightsong, defied Shah. I don't know what comes next, but at least I have you by my side.
There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Come closer. Feel my voice rattle your bones as I proclaim our victory. Moon Maiden Selûne, hear me. Ketheric Thorm, traitor, apostle of Merkel, is dead at last. My mate, Most High. Darling Isabel is safe and well. Safe and well, and return to my embrace. Blessings upon the slayer of the Wicked One. We are a powerful party indeed. Faerun itself trembles at our touch. My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it. Pray, ask, and I will tell. Ketheric Thorm, father of my one and only love, enslaver of Dame Aelin. Ketheric Thorm never did trust me, even when he worshipped the Moon Maiden. He was threatened by my love for Isabel, by her love for me. When she died, curse the day, the hour. We each of us mourned bitterly. But Ketheric's pain could be touched by no aid, no boundary. He turned to wretched Shah, the Lady of Loss, for relief. And she whispered into his ear, poisoning his mind. He and his loathsome advisor, Balthazar, lured me into the Shadowfell, claimed they'd found someone in need of my aid. There, they trapped me in their infernal cage. I was killed, murdered, made dead over and over and over by justiciars of every make and kind. I was reborn, for it is my nature. And Ketheric fed upon my immortality all the while. But lo, the brute is dead, and we live! Do I not radiate with my mother's brightness, her glory? There can be no doubt. I am of her silvered flesh, her celestial womb. Why, she already has. She has brought her sword to your side, Dame Aelin. So mighty are her wonders, her great wisdom. Together, we will set this fair land free of tyranny and murder.
I can't believe it. And by killing him, you set him free. A great deal. But still, some of the details elude me. Ketheric Thorm was my father. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. Tell me, do you believe in love at first sight? That's exactly it. And I tell you, I took one look at her and I just knew. She was it. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... And this is where I still need answers. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. I didn't know that then. But I could see the change in him. He told me we'd be together now. I found last light within the shadows. But I couldn't tell her who I was. I had to protect them. It's all out in the open now. And with my father dead, I'm grateful for your help.
So, it's a quest to free Shadowheart's parents, is it? And here I was, worried I'd be the only one with a difficult family reunion waiting in the city. Before anything else, I need to know where it's happening. To the public, Cazador is an ordinary noble, a little reclusive perhaps, but just another of the great and the good of Baldur's Gate. He has a grand palace on the hills of the gate, where he hosts the city's highest... I don't know if he performed the ritual there. It feels too public. I know. Subtle, isn't it? Mephistopheles is one of the Lords of the Nine Hells. Raphael is not going to let any ire be tracked back to him. Perhaps Raphael even will gain from setting us on this course, who can say? All I know is I need to unravel the secrets around Cazador's ritual. And I can only do that in Baldur's Gate. I like it. The thing that will decide my fate forevermore. Yes, it's been on my mind. Well, of course I've thought about it. If I completed the ritual instead of Cazador, I'd get all that power. And I could walk in the sun without fear I'd turn into a mind flare. Of course, I don't even know if I could complete the ritual. It may be impossible, but it certainly is tempting.
They should all be running.
Shadowheart was no true child of Shar.
Ah, my good! Quite the cozy setup you have here.
Taken from the light to be raised in darkness. Your truth is finally dawning, Shadowheart. You can follow its light. The truth is finally dawning. Shadowheart can follow its light, or... Yes, but first a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save? Then you know loyalty. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke. That's when the cult...
The cult of the dragon, a fractured religion. Others worship your goddess, the dragon Tiamat, and intend to summon her to Faerun.
A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There they were.
Your head tingles. Will in the looming shadow of the man. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held. There is a crack of thunder. As the maelstrom howls, Mizora's lips press to your ear. She will
She read the terms while two devils stood witness. And I said yes. One soul for one city. She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel. Tiamat made a play for power, Zariel had other plans. That was the most Mazora's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie. He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battlefield, but Mazora had swept it clean. After, he said only one word. Go. So I did. I had Mazora at my side, and the archdevil Zariel guided our hands that day. I burned. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed. It is the one scar I ever bore of it. Mizora replaced it with a sending stone. She uses it to track my location and speak from a distance. I could flee to the spine of the world, or the depths of the lower dark, and still never shake her. I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right. I understand. No, he did the only thing he could. In his eyes, and Grand Duke Ravengard suffers neither. The better question is, did he ever miss me? If he did, he missed the Will Ravengard he once knew, not the hell-touched warlock he returned to.
Poor Shadowheart. She's been jerked around so much. I want to believe the gods keep this world balanced, but sometimes I wonder. He got his claws into me early. I was a wild kid, brawling my way through the city. One of my mates got wind of a bit of work. He took one look at me and said I was perfect. I liked that. Not like that, you know. Just, it felt like a good fit. I kept him safe and he paid me well. Well enough to move into a better neighborhood and put something away for the future. My future. I respected him, trusted him. And he returned that trust, that respect. His life was in my hands and I took that seriously. The whole thing with Zariel laughed. Said she paid him well for my services. He was right.
I would not linger in this land over long. But whatever your business, I will aid you if I can.
Thaniel rests well. He's healing very rapidly, now that no more than my right hand can absorb my left. Oliver is... Once the curse is lifted, they can stand as one or as a pair. Whatever they would, I hope they will remain as a pair. It will be good for them both to have a friend. Still, I would like to return here someday. See Thaniel and Oliver again. I can't say for certain, but we'll see it come to pass long before this place recedes behind us. Don't worry. All is at hand. We can depart whenever you're ready. I knew I could put my faith in you. If only we had met sooner. I have, anyway. Once the curse is lifted, nature can take its course without me. I belong at your side. And I'm glad to be had. Glad to be with you, I mean.
You did it. Catherick Thorm is no more. The Shadow's grip is broken. Soon, the land shall heal. Not as glad as I am. Nature moves at its own pace, and bestows its bounty when it sees fit. Give it time. A reward shall come to you when you need it most.
If Bowman says I'll be alright, I'll be alright. I just wish... I wish it was different. I wish Mum and Pops was here. I don't feel so strong. Or anything, really. Just tired.
Thy wheel of... Dost thou require a new ally?
At least Shadowheart is armed with the truth now. May its keen edge draw forth whatever vengeance she desires. Please, there is little... The end may be close.
We leave the heart of the Absolute alive. Thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric. But Ketheric was only the first to fall. There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You will need allies. Whatever you might do to one cannot be worse than what the Chosen will unleash on all. And you are the one who could prevent it. You have the makings of a leader. Your actions have already inspired those around you. Jaheira's wisdom will be an asset to you on the journey ahead. Her Harper's too. Halsin's strength and loyalty will bolster you in times of need. But if we are to succeed, we will need others. Good. Baldur's Gate may not know it yet, but its fate is seek on it together.
The road to Baldur's Gate is up ahead. No turning back as we start down that road.
same mistake.
Bye forever, pal. Say bye-bye.
I am fury. I am death. In my best interest.
Sylvanas, guide my blows. Must keep going.
Forever dauntless. Fleet of foot.
Another fight. Let's go. On my way.
Can't give up. On my way.
The last board is set. It shall be done.
I will take the artifact for my queen.
This is gonna feel good.
Victory awaits.
Make way.
Battle favors the fearless.
Nature shall be defended at any cost.
Right away!
Can't even catch my breath. Another step forward.
My faith will protect me. On the move.
Gone with the weave. Of course.
Step quick.
I'm heating up. Over there.
Victory awaits. My path be true.
Forever dauntless.
Let us see the battle won. That is where I'm needed.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Ready.
I don't fancy their chances.
On I go.
Let's spill some blood. Let's play.
Detector alerted us to the Githyanki attack. Looks like Voss was good for his work.
Right on my feet.
pride of the gate.
We're a long way from Waterdeep.
Hmm? No time to rest.
What am I to do?
Trust no one.
Damn, it's good to be alive.
Where am I needed?
Oh, I have the magic touch.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have. Best be on my way.
It is as we knew. My people have they will emerge from the shadow. Death.
Whatever awaits us on the road ahead, we can at least be proud that the Shadow Curse is no more.
No one's stopped me yet.
An army's trampled these grounds. The Absolute's forces are on the move.
The curse has been lifted. The land's cleansed of the shadows. Kethric's reign of living death is over. Your courage has been tested, and in this at least, you have triumphed.
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord, but there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the Flaming Fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping. Yes, sir. No, sir. Rip and cut your throat, sir. Your plan's falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the prison bearers to kill Ketheric. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
My prodigal bloodkin is among them.
They live?
Barely. I made mince of their ugly mind matter.
And if they dare return, I will strip out their offer.
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.